It starts from a very young age, the programming of little children. What do you want to be when you grow up? I want to be a fireman. I want to be an astronaut. I'm just waiting for the day I ask a child and the child says, nothing. Nothing. I don't want to be anything. I just want to be. And, part of our problems stem from just poor programming. The way we've been programmed is that our sense of wellness or our sense of esteem or happiness, self-worth is extracted by what we do, what we say, what we wear, what we own, who we associate with. And it's a real efficient way in which we are able to control people, because then we just dangle the carrots that we want before them, that bring us the powers that be, that bring them benefits, and we say, you need to chase this. And most of us are chasing just really foolish things that really ultimately don't lead to our happiness. And as we're very unconscious of this. But when we look back at our childhood and how we were raised and conditioned, you need to go to college to be someone. You need to get good grades. You need to become someone. You need to work hard. I'm not saying anything of those things are necessarily bad in themselves, but when we can't understand why we have a low self-esteem or don't feel good about ourselves, or are constantly trying to extract a sense of identity through the physical world, through possessions or through external things, we have to look at the root cause of that. And it's the way we condition our children. It's the way society puts expectations. You have to get married, you have to have children, and it starts this domino effect where our identity is so wrapped up in the material and physical world that our being, who we are, is no longer relevant. It's all about doing what you do. What do you do? What do you do for a living? I'm a busboy at a restaurant. Really? And what's wrong with him? And some of the happiest people I've ever met have been busboys, dishwashers. So how do we undo this? I think the first place to start is with our children, and start nurturing their being instead of their doing. We're human beings. And the way you do that is to withdraw your own expectations upon your child and even upon your mate and upon other people, and let them dance to their own music, their own drummer, and be sunlight, water, nutrients that you shower upon the child in bringing out, helping foster, bring out what's within them, not what you want to force feed down their throats. And then also applying it to yourself and realizing that your absolute tremendous uniqueness. And most of us never are able to discover that because we're so busy fulfilling other people's expectations. And when you kind of strip away, another common theme in my videos is it's not about adding to, it's not about reading the right books, seeking the right teachers. It's about stripping away all that we've been burdened with, the financial obligations, responsibilities, pressure, the workload, the possessions. I mean, we bury ourselves under a mound of just heaviness, of burdens. And you start plucking those one by one, and you start discovering who you really are. absent of other people's opinions, and you have the courage to be true to yourself and just a steadfast discipline, adherence to who you are. And most of us don't know who we are, and so we seek external validation, and then we can't understand why we're continuously unhappy. Some good tools is journal writing, just free writing. You just write down, maybe a particular topic, what I want from life or who I want to be, and you eventually get to a place as you start stripping away, and there a realization or awakening that no matter what you look like, no matter what status you are in society, no matter if you're in a relationship, not a relationship, that you are A-okay just as you are. There's nothing needs to be done. And in that resignation, everything gets done. It's just a real weird dynamic, because I love the analogy. It's like rowing to Hawaii. I need to go to Hawaii, and you row, and then just sailing where the wind takes you, and you start entering the flow of life, and are able to experience. You're able to be propelled by your own being, your own internal drive, and that's fantastic. And it's really no longer about accomplishments or successes. It becomes, the journey just becomes magical.